Greetings, one and all, and welcome to yet another scintillating edition of the Poetry of a Promo, hosted by yours truly, the irreplaceable, incomparable, intellectual savior of lovewrestling.ca, Mr. J. And that would be me. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Where have you been? Anyway, moving right along, I am being told by Kayla, my useless assistant, that I have to wrap up this introduction in order to, what was it again? Oh yes, save on time. You can follow us on Twitter at Poetry of a Promo, or on Instagram, or whatever these youths are using today to get their messages across. I don't know. I don't care. I am here for the art, ladies and gentlemen, the art, the poetry of a promo. And this week I have a scintillatingly, delightfully sinful, diabolical, devilish even subject. But instead of me introducing this subject, I would rather one of their finest pieces speak for itself and introduce themselves to you. In case you don't know, I shall begin. You know who I am. Aleister Black. But do you know what I am? Because the name and the persona are not the same thing. Nor should the aesthetic of the persona evoke any judgmental reactions. But it does, doesn't it? And in these remaining seconds, I can't even begin to explain the complexity of my tragic character. But as all good things, give it time, and I'm sure that the world that you grew up in will have me condemned. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's subject is Aleister Black, and another very similar person, but we'll get to that. Moving right along, no need to stop this runaway train of prophetic poems. We continue to Money in the Bank 2020. What an excellent year. People were fighting in WWE headquarters for a ladder match. Aleister Black was one of those people. And unfortunately, AJ Styles had decided to get in the way. This is what Mr. Black had to say. Tell me how it felt, AJ. As a matter of fact, tell all of us how it felt. How did it feel to be buried 6 feet deep, alone in that darkness, clawing for a way out, being swallowed by the darkness? I'll tell you one thing that it didn't do. It didn't make you exactly more humble. Now did it? No. Because now you're talking about throwing me off of a building this Sunday. Well, AJ, if you somehow find a way to throw me off this building, pray that I don't get back up. Because I will climb that ladder, and I will take that money in the bank contract. And when that happens, you'll wish that you'd been buried deeper than just 6 feet. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, just reading these empowered, impassioned words gives me chills. And I hope it gives you the same. Or perhaps my air conditioning could be a little bit too high. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm not allowed making jokes. Perfect. It's the humor police. Can't do anything these days. Can't make a joke. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. So, as many of you know, or as many of you may not know, we've spoken a lot about Aleister Black in this episode. However, all good stories have another side to them. And this story does not end in the blackness of Aleister Black. In fact, it begins and ends with another. And that is Tommy End. Which brings this question to my mind. Tommy, how's the baby? Tommy, how's the baby? Tommy. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the GSW, the German Stampede Wrestling, with a promo by one Tommy End. Fun fact, this promo was allegedly paid for by the Illuminati. You see, Aleister Black and Tommy End know how to negotiate their contracts. They've got Illuminati money. Well, it's good to see someone's reaping financial benefits. Well, moving right along. Matt Cross, M-Dog 20. Whatever you want to call yourself these days. That was a very interesting video you sent the people of Germany. You sent the people of GSW, as I saw you nervously pacing back and forth from what I can only describe as your parents' living room, carrying belts that mean nothing to me, nothing to Germany, nothing to the people of GSW. Your first mistake Matt Cross, is saying that we've never faced off. Meaning that you do not know who I am. Well, I know who you are. I know you very well. I know your past. I know your future. And whether you're friends or not with WWE superstars, what you should be worrying about is that I know you. So that gives me an advantage. A huge advantage. Now, your second mistake is thinking that Christian Michael Jacoby has some sort of influence over me. That he has pull. No. You see, Christian Michael Jacoby came at me. Came to my office. Came to my people. Because he understands that the people that I work for are very thorough. They're very efficient. They get the job done. So I'm sent in there not only because I have to, but I also enjoy this. I enjoy destruction. I don't care about that belt. I care about defeating you. I care about taking your soul. I care about ending things my way. I truly doubt there is a better way to finish off this week's episode, rather than the ominous, terrifying intention behind those words. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps we will be revisiting Tommy End, but for now, this is the end. My only friend. We can't use that. Oh, we can? Gotcha. Alright. Can't use that. Well, that will do it for this week's wonderful episode of Poetry of a Promo. I have been Mr. J. You have been listening to Poetry of a Promo right here on lovewrestling.ca. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram, or I don't care. Follow, like, consume at Poetry of a Promo. Or don't. Ta-ta for now.